Hey VC, it's Travis back again with a long overdue vinyl update. It's been about 2 weeks or so since my last one, and just feel like I've been slacking a little bit with the updates, but in my defense I have been picking up a lot of records lately, and I just have a ton of stuff to share with you guys. I have a stack of records here that I'll be showing today. It's stuff from my honey hole and online purchases. And I have a whole nother stack of records of stuff from my friend Steve, and some really cool stuff in there too. I probably will do that in a separate update though, so stay tuned for that. Hopefully I'll get to that sooner than later. Let's get right into this update though. I'll start with the online purchases. The first thing I picked up here was Tears for Fears, The Hurting. This is their first album here on Mercury. Really fantastic, just an excellent addition to my collection here. And you'll note this has kind of like an alternate cover art than what you normally see in the US, I guess. I think this is a US pressing, but they must have changed it somewhere down the line, because when I was searching for this online, I'd usually see this cover as like an import from the UK or something, and the US versions would generally have a cover that looked kind of like what's on this inner sleeve here, or some kind of variation of that. And you know, got some lyrics in the back there too. But I think that somewhere they changed the cover art for this album, so be on the lookout for that. It's a great album, just like a great addition to my collection. Like I said, I mean, this is fantastic. And this one too, Bauhaus in the Flat Field. You know, been really on a Bauhaus kick, you know, with Peter Murphy and Love and Rockets and Bauhaus themselves. You know, it's just, I definitely needed to pick this up. You know, this is an original UK pressing from 1980. We get on 4AD here too. We got the inner sleeve and some lyrics there in the back of that. And here's that label, yeah, with the 4AD. Really killer record. Just been totally digging this. So definitely happy with this pickup. It's just in fantastic condition and everything too. So, Bauhaus in the Flat Field. Excellent. And that was it for online purchases. I've been really cutting back with online purchases. Been relying more on my honey hole and stuff that just keeps supplying just great records and stuff. So, you know, I picked up this 45 here. Didn't really know anything about this, just kind of picked it up based on the label and stuff. It's this Southwest FOB, The Smell of Incense Backed with Green Skies, on this hip label. I should have taken it out of this plastic here, but really kind of interesting looking label. It's caught my eye. Don't know really anything about this group, and just did a little bit of research, and apparently they're like a regional band from Texas, maybe kind of like a psychedelic pop rock, garage rock sort of thing. I'm not exactly sure. I still haven't listened to this yet, so definitely still got to do that. But yeah, this looked really interesting and might be kind of a cool little item to have, I guess. Onto the LPs here. Really fantastic stuff in this one here. It's just a total awesome find. This is Blue Mountain Eagle, self-titled album here. This is their only album too. I was kind of talking to Craig about this last night. This is a group that kind of formed out of the ashes of Buffalo Springfield. It's kind of a long story, but you know, after Buffalo Springfield kind of dissolved, you know, the drummer had tried to form a new group called the New Buffalo Springfield, and got threatened by Stephen Stills and Neil Young. You know, they were going to sue over the band name. They didn't want him to use the band name at Buffalo Springfield. So some lineup changes and stuff. The name was eventually changed to Blue Mountain Eagle, and they released this lone album here. This is from 1970 on Atco, and just this record itself, just in great condition, still in the shrink wrap and everything. This is just awesome. You know, any fans of early Neil Young, Buffalo Springfield, Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young, you know, that kind of sound, definitely for sure. Kind of a psychedelic acid rock. Yeah, definitely killer. If you see this, definitely pick this up. I was kind of reading a little bit too online that, you know, apparently this didn't sell very well, and I read somewhere it only sold maybe a few thousand copies. So there, I don't know if there's a ton of them out there, you know, out and about. You know, this one was definitely like a cutout though at one point. So, you know, maybe a good chance of finding one in good condition still, since there wasn't so many sold. But definitely seek this out. Killer record. Picked up an upgrade copy of Talking Heads, more songs about buildings and food. Mine, it was just a little scuffy, but this one was real nice condition, so had to pick up this upgrade here. Just a fantastic record. Their second record here on Sire Records. This one here is just kind of, I picked up on a whim, you know, just had seen it out there before. I've seen it out in the wild before. You know, it was cheap and good condition. I just decided to jump on it. It's Genesis, A Trick of the Tail. You know, it's just another Genesis record here. This is my second one actually, and I gave this a spin. I liked it more than I thought I would, really, to be honest. I still think that I'd probably be a bigger fan of like Peter Gabriel era Genesis, but yeah, this was pretty good. So I'm really glad I did pick it up. Really did enjoy it. So I don't need to talk a whole lot about that one, because I'm sure a lot of you guys know that one, have it. Donald Fagen, the Nightfly, picked this up. I've seen this one somewhere. I think someone in the VC was showing this once upon a time, probably a long time ago. And Donald Fagen of Steely Dan, so it's kind of in the same vein as that, you know, some jazz rock. Really good songwriting and production on this here. Really fantastic record too. He's got him sitting there with his little record player, you know, DJing or something there. Really great stuff. This is another great find. Ian Hunter, You're Never Alone with a Schizophrenic. This is just in fantastic condition too. In the shrink wrap still. Doesn't even look like it was played. And this was a great record too. I've been kind of on an Ian Hunter kick too. Been listening to some of his solo albums now, and Mott the Hoople and stuff like that. Really digging that. This one was a cool find. Unheard Rejects by the Cockney Rejects, 1979-1981. I'm a little confused by this record though, because I believe this was released in 1985, and the way it makes it sound is that it's a studio album, but it kind of sounds like, you know, with the way they have it listed, like Unheard Rejects, yeah, 79-81, and just the way it kind of plays, it kind of sounds like a compilation, kind of like a, you know, like outtakes and B-sides and stuff like that maybe. But so I'm still not 100% on that, you know, just not really familiar with the group, and I just picked it up based on, well, I mean, Cockney Rejects, and just looking at the guys, I mean, just looked like some stuff I'd be into. So, you know, if anyone knows about that, let me know. But you know, if you can confirm whether it's an official like studio album or if it's kind of like a compilation of some of their rare tracks or something like that. But you know, the way you know it sounds, I guess, like definitely like some punk rock. I mean reminiscent of like the Clash, the Sex Pistols. Even some songs on here kind of sounded a little bit like the Modern Lovers, which I thought was really cool. And like it kind of varied between tracks. That's why I'm kind of thinking leaning towards like compilation. But you know, sometimes you know, it's like straight ahead like punk rock, and other times it's kind of like that you know, that Modern Lovers sound. That's like proto-punk kind of sound. But yeah, definitely a great album regardless, and a great find to find at my honey hole for sure. So Cockney Rejects. Let's see what else we got here. Oh yeah, Marvin Gaye live at the London Palladium. This great live album here. Two album set. Interesting thing of note about this record too is that side 4 is Got to Give It Up. You know, it's like the full version of that song as the studio version. So it's kind of interesting to find on here. The other 3 sides though are all live, and just a great performance by Marvin Gaye there. So happy to pick that up for a few bucks. This was interesting too, and this one's been sitting out there for a while and kind of didn't really know anything about it, so I just decided to pick it up and check it out. This is Fat Mattress, self-titled album here. The cover's a little bit, it's seen better days, but album itself is a pretty nice condition. This is a group that was, with Noel Redding on guitar and vocal. Noel Redding, who famously played bass in the Jimi Hendrix Experience. So if you guys are any Jimi Hendrix aficionados, you know that Noel Redding was a guitarist, and he switched to bass in order to play with Jimmy there. So, but yeah, this was really cool. Kind of psychedelic, folk rock. Not as bluesy as the Hendrix Experience and stuff like that, but definitely a good listen. I have really enjoyed this one too, so I thought that was a great pickup as well. This one here, Return to Forever, featuring Chick Corea, Hymn of the Seventh Galaxy. This one just looked really interesting. I saw that Chick Corea on there and I said, well, I'm going to jump on that and check it out. Yeah, some really good like fusion jazz fusion. Highly enjoyed that too. So yeah, got Bill Connors, Chick Corea, Stan Clark, and Lenny White on this record here. This was fantastic. So definitely another one for you guys to check out if you ever see that one. We got a couple more here. Oh, this one was just killer. This is Two Way Army featuring Gary Newman, their first album here. And well, this is like a reissue on Atco, Beggar's Banquet. I think technically, actually, most of these that you'll find will be reissues, because I think it was originally issued and it didn't sell very well. And then once Gary Newman kind of became a little bit more famous, I think it was reissued, and this is usually the version that you'll probably find. But got the Atco label there. Really dig that label. Got some lyrics and a picture there of Gary. But yeah, this was really killer. Kind of post-punk, some synthesizers and stuff like that, and keyboards. But hell yeah, this was killer. That was a great find as well. Let me just get it back in its sleeve here quick. Alright, and this one too, Michelangelo, One Voice Many. This is one that was recently updated out there, and it kind of caught my eye, but I just didn't really know. It looked maybe a little too like hippy dippy for me a little bit, but then I saw some people on the Facebook page kind of posting about this and talking about it, and I said, well, it's only $4, I'll give it a chance. And yeah, this was actually, I enjoyed this. Kind of like a folk rock, prominently featuring an auto harp, and it was actually a really good listen. I did enjoy this, and a lot of these actually go for quite a bit of money. So for $4, it definitely scored on that one. But this is just on Columbia Records here. But yeah, if you ever see this out and about, I would say pick it up. And if you don't dig it, you can probably flip it and sell it to someone or something. And the last one here, this is Todd Rundgren, Runt, his first album here. And yeah, just another fantastic record by Todd Rundgren there. Yeah, enjoyed that one too. And actually, that's all I have to show today. And like I said, I have a whole nother stack of records from my friend Steve. I still need to listen to a lot of it, and then I'll do an update and stuff and share those with you guys. So stay tuned. Thank you for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed. Take care. Peace.